Hey, listen, top red ends is in the building, man. I told you guys about the titles going forward. Hey, you can see the question: can Liverpool or will Liverpool win the league this season, man? It's only 10 points, so surely we can figure out a way to eke out 10 points and get back at the top of the table. Surely we can. Big up to Sam in the building, big up to Cav in the building, and Nick's joined us as well. Chat, don't get on to me. I told you guys we're gonna have positive conversations going forward. So this is what we're gonna do. I believe we can win the league, and I'm not gonna argue with anyone that doesn't think that. I'm just gonna tell you how I feel, and I actually think that we can. Firstly, Mandem, how are you today? Before we even get into the Liverpool topics, because I got quite a few to kind of chop up with you guys. To be fair,
yeah, all right,
good man.
Not bad.
Yeah, good man. I didn't realize that was the question to the podcast, but okay, we'll go. That's poor preparation on my part, but hey. Let's try and answer it still.
I didn't want to tell you guys it because I thought I wanted you guys real authentic answers, right? Because you might call me crazy, which probably some people already in the chat are. But I am going to put a poll out, and I guarantee you that it's not going to be 100% saying we can't win the league. I can guarantee you that. So I'm not going to be on my own. I know that to be a fact, unless you guys try and lie and click the other answer. But it is what it is. But look, we're 7 unbeaten, guys. We're unbeaten in a month. We got Leeds next, we got Fulham next, and we got Arsenal next. We already beaten Arsenal, so we can do it again. We drew to Leeds when we should have beaten them, to be fair to us. And Fulham, I don't think we played them yet because I think we played them twice in. I want to say in January we played them twice. I think that's the result, but I think we can. Where's everyone's heads at straight away when I said that though?
What have you been smoking, brother? We've got Fulham next. We've got Arsenal. We can beat them. We've done it before, bro. This isn't Liverpool 5 games into the season, bro. We still play like dog shit. Remember that.
What about you, Kev?
Sev, come on, Kev, someone.
You believe me?
They're just stunned. They're that stunned from your monologue intro, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah, no. I hear what you're saying. Mathematically, we still can. 10 points when you're chasing an Arsenal side that seem to bottle it at the end of the season is fine. Let's not forget Man City is still there. But you just got to look close to home. Liverpool ain't playing good football. There's nothing good about us. You know, yes, we've got a few results recently, but we're not the best going forward. We're not defensively solid. Any team that plays us can create chances against us, can run through the middle of the park against us. I don't know what you're pinning that hope on, Ends, but I ain't seeing it, bro. So the only thing I would say is Liverpool can improve. This set of players can improve. They can play better. The tactics can be better. So therefore, the actual football on the pitch can be better and the results can be better. I hear that, but it's December and we ain't seen that yet. So unfortunately, I don't think under this manager it's going to happen, and I don't think we're going to be good enough to win the league, bro. Top 4, I think, is got to be the aim, and that's it.
Nah, because here's why, right? Because as I said, Arsenal got Villa next. They lost to them already. That's 3 points there. We go and pick up our points against Leeds and not make the same mistakes we did in that game. We got to play them again, which is close. And I do believe we have enough there to beat them again. So we can eke out points. Man City, they still got to play. They still got to play Chelsea again as well. There's room where we can find the points. Arsenal haven't been playing well going forward either. They've been getting a helping hand with the own goals that the oppositions keep scoring, which obviously helps them. But I think now, honestly, bro, I think we can definitely claw these points, and especially with how Man City are putting pressure on Arsenal, it's making them have to try and win a game of football, which way you get forced in.
Seth can't take this anymore, bro.
I think Nick put the Doomsday Club up, whether he's ready to blow the whole place up.
Don't do stand up, brother, please.
No, but there's points there to be had. There's points to be gotten. They can drop points as well. And the more the table gets congested, especially at the top end, that's where teams can start faltering. Arsenal, we know, don't know how to cross the finishing line. So you've got that in mind. Obviously, Man City are on job at the moment, but we're not 10 points behind Man City either. So
We're
we're
3
7.
teams ahead of us. The team
So
at the
you're
top
a
10
doubter to
points ahead of
believer
us.
again. Man's a believer now.
And City's 8 points ahead of us. And Villa's won their last 9 games. Not drawn them. Won all of them.
Yeah. It's not
And we are terrible.
It's not us. Other teams are better than us, bro. That's what it's saying.
If
We
you-
can win
if
the
you
rest
were
of our
saying
games.
this,
They win.
If you were saying this and we were second,
Mm.
that's a little bit different, bro. But
Yeah.
you're looking at Arsenal and we've still got 2 more teams ahead of us, bro. We need to look at them. We need to get past them guys first. So you're talking about Arsenal dropping points. All that does is just means that Arsenal get replaced with Man City. I don't know how many games Arsenal lost this season. 1.
Yeah, to no 2. Villa. They lost to Villa as well. Who they play
Oh,
next?
yeah, in the last minute, innit? Yeah, that's not happening, mate. It's not happening. No.
Wow.
It's just not, bro. Like, I normally say play our own game and that, but we can't when we're in this position and the teams above us they're just way better than us. And to be honest, there's teams below us that are better than us as well. Somehow, I don't know how we're 4th, bro, but
Right. Even if we win and everyone else loses, we still stay in 4th. And there's still a bit of a gap between us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but how quickly the games are coming round, right? In the next, say, 15 to 20 days, it could look completely different again, and we could be sitting in 3rd, 4th, 2nd, depending on how the results go.
what's the longest run you think we can go on? And
I
I
think
don't
we
want to
can
hear
go.
like,
I think we can. I think we can go on a long run now. Looking
not
like
the
Leeds, Fulham,
medium
Arsenal.
unbeaten run, like wins, bro.
Oh, you mean? Well, we're 3 in a row at the moment.
Yeah.
10? I reckon we can go 10.
What?
No.
Today was a bad day to return to streaming.
No.
bro.
Why are you
Jesus
laughing,
Christ.
Sam? No. Why can't we win 10?
10? Bro.
Bro,
Okay,
we
let's
don't-
look at the
I'm
fixtures.
gonna go and look
So,
at our fixtures.
While I'm watching
Leeds
our
at home.
games, yeah,
Okay.
go on, Nick.
Leeds at home, Fulham
Yeah.
away, Arsenal
Yeah.
away. We've
Yeah.
got Barnsley in FA Cup at home. We've got Burnley at home, Marseille in the Champions League, Bournemouth away, and then
Win.
that takes us through to
Yeah, Nick, miss out the
Karabag.
thing you want,
and
Nick.
then-
Just do the Prem. Just do the
Alright.
Prem one today.
So, all right, let's start it. Let's quickly again. So, Leeds at home, away, Arsenal away. We've got Burnley at home. We've got Bournemouth away, and then we've got Newcastle at home, Man City at home, Sunderland away, Forest away, and that takes us through to 1st of March. West Ham at home, Wolves away, Tottenham at home on the 15th of March. So that's what 1, 2,
So-
3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll give you
7.
this end on another season.
Why
I
are-
would
yeah, go
say
on, Sam.
probably-
Yeah.
On another season, all the teams you just read out, I would be so confident of like, Liverpool will just smoke these teams, bro. Like
Mm.
there'll be one struggle with Arsenal in there and City.
Mhm.
This season, I heard Burnley and stuff in there. That worries me, bro. Because we beat them this season 1-0, innit? Was it 1-0 or something like that? And
Yeah.
Penalty, bro. The
yeah,
95th
we
minute
couldn't
pen.
break them down at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see it, mate. Like I don't know.
Even like Leeds at home next get like let's look at the next game. That's going to be tough. Calvert-Lewin 6-6 loves playing against us. They're going to come with that energy. It doesn't matter if Liverpool get ahead in that game, 2 ahead. We've seen it in the reverse fixture. They'll still know that there's a moment in the game where they can build momentum and score against us. So that's a tough fixture. And then like everybody keeps saying, like I heard it on the radio driving back earlier. They was talking about that Fulham game. And I was like, Craven Cottage, that's not an easy fixture. That is a small pitch that you've got to stretch and you've got to be so incisive when you get them opportunities. And Liverpool ain't that. Like you're reading out the names and you're looking at the names, but if you actually look at how them teams are playing and how we're playing, they're even contests, every single one of them, which means we ain't gonna win all of them. Like, and that's the honest truth. I know we beat Wolves yesterday, but we struggled. We did. Like we had a 10-minute spell where we were good and we scored 2 goals, right? Other than that, we struggled. We couldn't break them down. We couldn't. I know Ekatike had the chance in the first half, but aside from that, sideways passing, losing the ball, can't break down Wolves. Wolves are then picking up the ball. They're lumping it up to that big man up top. He's winning every aerial duel against Kanate and Virgil, knocking it down. And then they're creating good moments. Yes, they only scored the 1 goal, but this is against Wolves, who have got 2 points. You can't be performing against a side like that and then tell me that we're going to go on a 10-game winning run.
Okay,
No way, bro.
here's why, right? So I'm looking at the players. Obviously, Florian Wirtz this season, we would say, as no, the assist hasn't been there, the goals hasn't been there, but he has been creating. So in my mind, he's now getting to a stage where he's starting to score. People are starting to put away the opportunities that he's creating. He's going to continue to grow in strength, and he's going to continue to be better than, you know, how he started off the season. So that's going to unlock a different dimension for Liverpool in terms of how.
Wait, and stop. This geezer's speaking like Doctor Strange. What? Unlock another dimension, bro? What are you talking about? What?
Yeah.
What?
This is the 1 in 14 million reality, Sav.
No,
Man's
but
gone Avengers on us.
No, but on the real though, he's gonna start creating. Even the people are gonna start putting away what he was creating anyway. He's gonna start chipping in with goals with the team.
Wait, Ends. What makes you believe that?
I can't.
He scored 1 goal against Wolves. I'm not being funny, bro. Give me 2 weeks to train. I will score against Wolves. Like, nah, he had a good game, but it was against Wolves.
What's killing
But
me?
we can't pick and choose, guys. We
You
can't
know what's
pick and-
killing me, bro? Is that you said that the people are going to start putting away the chances that he gives them now.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm
Yeah,
laughing
they
at
will.
that
Why all
too.
of a
Why
sudden are
now?
they going to start putting the chances away?
Why now?
because we're growing in confidence. We're 7 unbeaten. That's why.
But it's the same person scoring the goals. Ekitike, bro. Like, it's not anything's changed. Ekitike had been scoring.
Salah's gonna come back from AFCON on it. Gakpo's coming back in. Frimpong's back fit.
We're growing in confidence. Tell me where that confidence was against Wolves.
He was in there, bro. That first half.
No. Frimpong dropped the shoulder and pulled the ball back. And Gravenberch went, he weren't even on his toes, you know. Watch that goal back. It's like, oh, it's there. And then he just hits it. We go 1-up, right? Ekitike does a brilliant bit of skill to get around his man. But I would almost say it was instinctive because he had to stretch a leg to get there. He either knocked it by him or he checked back. Knocked it by him, the chance opens up. Other than that, there was nothing. Other than that, there was nothing.
But that's a team. They played a low.
So where's the
block,
confidence? Because there was
They're playing low
90 minutes of football played plus. I seen 2 or 3 good moments. Where's this confidence?
Bro, they played a low. We have to try and find a way to break these teams down, and we did.
Bro.
We did.
Listen.
Gravenberch
We've got to find a way
Ekitike
of
could have
beating a Wolves side that's got 2 points, that's rock bottom, that's probably going to end up being the worst Premier League team to ever have existed. We've got to find a way. We've got to find a way of beating them.
I
I'm
agree
saying
that
is-
he's encouraging that Mandem scored off their own bat in the last game, because if you look at Liverpool's previous games, all the goals we scored mistakes from other teams. And I know you could say that about every team, but I'm on about actual mistakes like Romero kicking the ball at man's chest, or this man passing the ball into the path of Ekitike. Like, we don't really create much at all. Now, I'm hoping Wirtz does, but Wirtz is one man, bro.
But he's
We
created
have
30, Sav. That's enough to get some goals and some wins, bro.
It ain't worked up until now.
Yeah, but that's gonna change. That's what I'm saying. The confidence wasn't there. We kept losing games of football.
But since he started doing this, Isak's injured now. So that's one striker down. Salah's not here. That's another guy gone.
He'll be back soon.
Everyone hates Gakpo, so he's don't count. Our centre backs can't score from corners. They're just a waste of height, to be honest. Our centre backs, bro. Frimpong, that's a good one, but he'll probably get injured, and Bradley's probably gonna get injured as well, because one of them are gonna get injured. That's how it works, bro. I don't know why Nick's trying to kill us, bro. I don't know what the bomb's for. I don't know.
10 minutes, bruv. Everyone's going to lose their minds in 10 minutes, bruv.
Nah, I don't know, man. Like, say something else, man. We're gonna win the Champions League.
Nah,
Maybe not, but
bro.
at least
Like,
at least it's
I
a
don't even
knockout
know about
competition.
that, man. I don't even
No,
know
Nick,
about
I don't either, bro. But at least it's a knockout competition, innit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
Because you can just get not the look at the draw, but you can draw against certain teams, and then if Liverpool get better, you don't have to be good for like 4 games, and then you've won the Champions League after you get to knockouts. Whereas I don't know if we're gonna get past Barnes in the FA Cup, and I'm being deadly serious.
Oh, bro, that's going to be a changed lineup in that game. You know
Exactly.
it is.
So I hear it ends. I respect it. I see that you're throwing up man's stats like it's gonna change man's mind. It's not gonna change it.
Nah, I'm just saying, bro. These weren't the stats before, bro. It's different. now.
No, this has been Curtis stats all season.
Yeah, no, but I'm showing you two guys in the team that are on it now, and they're doing what they're doing. Curtis, since he's been back in the team, we haven't lost, right? 7, what is it? 4 wins and no, 6 wins. Is it 6 wins? 5 wins and 2 draws or something like that. So
We ain't lost since Salah's been dumped out the squad either, blood.
yeah,
Oh
but
my
that's but
God.
when he comes back, he's gonna add
Exactly,
to
so he's gonna
the
ruin
squad.
it, bro.
No, he's not gonna start. He's gonna be on the bench and will come in when we need him to.
Mm,
Yeah,
you really
that's
think
fine.
so?
Yeah,
And
'cause-
listen, isn't it fair to say that what all 3 of us have said here is the fact that obviously you count as well, bro, but you're the host, your show. It's even if you just take away Liverpool, it's about the other teams, bro. And I know we
Yeah.
don't normally like doing that, but it's literally about the other
It
teams.
is.
It ain't about us.
Yep.
Because if we try and if we were just miraculously perfect to the end of the season and won every game, it's still not enough. You're hoping that Arsenal drop 10 points when they just about dropped the game they lost was in one Villa was in the last minute of the game, and the other game was a free kick from us, and it looked like nobody was going to score in that game. I
The
don't
defense
know,
is
bro.
doing it for him.
I think it ain't about us, Saf. You are right, but the most important thing about us is we've got Slot as our manager.
Yeah,
Like
I'm trying to be kind.
Gakpo's been injured, Salah's at AFCON, Isak's injured. He's had to put midfielders in there because with that they're the only guys that are available, right? And he's clearly made a decision to be a bit more defensively solid and stop the goals, stop leaking goals, right? And I said to you the other week when we spoke about this, I said, I'm good with that because I think, okay, be defensively sound, reduce the amount of chances you get going the other way, and hope that you just take some of them, right? But be absolutely solid and go with that. But we ain't even that. Like Wolves, right? This bloody Mane fella up top, he was breaking away and getting shots away and all sorts. The chance from the header, I can't remember the guy's name, the big fella up top. He had a header in like the 80th minute or something. It would have made it 2-2. I'm thinking, this is meant to be big, bad, solid Liverpool at home against bottom of the side table Wolves. Where's the defensive solidity then that is what you intended to now create? It's not there.
Yeah, the game before that we played against 9 men and struggled.
I was ready to race.
yeah, but we did
that
get the win though.
conceded.
We won though.
Yeah, but
No, we did.
this ain't this.
Performances
But
We
at
got
what cost?
the win, right? I would say we're getting wins like we got wins at the start of the season. It's not by design. It's just we've got players in there that are willing to do a bit more running because you've not got Salah there, and they're probably working a bit harder, and we're just taking the chances and we're just holding out a little bit better. But it's not marginally better. It's not. I just can't understand how we're not solid, absolutely solid defensively. Like with all them midfielders in front of that back four that's still got Konate and Virgil in it, still got your first choice left back in it. You know, I know Bradley's been out, but you know, you've had your right back, and then you've got these. This is our choice of back four and midfielders, plus midfielders playing as forwards, dropping back and defending as well, and they're still running through the middle of us. Like that ain't gonna win your league.
How many?
There's no chance.
Nick, how many games are left of the season? We just have game week 18, innit?
We got 18, so what's that? 20 something? Was it 20?
38 game season, but can't
No, we've got 20 games left.
20 games. Okay, let's
math.
try to be realistic on it. Let's be fair, and we have to base it on how we played this season as well.
Mm.
Of 20 games, how many wins do you think you're getting out of the 20 games? How many losses? How many draws? Just being realistic. I'm going to go off what we've already done. I'm not going to say because we lost how many 7 in 9 or something that we're going to lose another 7. I reckon with Liverpool scraping wins and that, 13 max. That's what I'm thinking. 13 wins, bro.
I reckon we can get 16, 17.
Whoa, wait.
I
This is
said
1920,
10.
bro.
No, I
say
didn't laugh
10.
at you guys when you picked your numbers, bro.
I think 13 wins. I think we'll lose like 4 more times this season, which is horrible, by the way. But just the way we play. And even if not,
Against
3
who?
more losses,
Like,
and then the
Yeah,
rest over 3 are draws, bro. That's like 6 games dropping points in, man. 7 games dropping points in, and then hoping that the other teams drop points as well. Not happening.
Thanks, Gav. Thanks, Gav. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal needed 2 own goals to beat Wolves, bro. We actually scored 2
yeah.
goals.
But the
We
problem
scored
is,
else, yeah.
that
I made that
Arsenal-
point too.
Arsenal can afford to have shit games and afford to have games where they win by own goals because they're already 10 points ahead of us. But they've given themselves a buffer, bro. Like if Liverpool smoke Arsenal and Man City smoke Arsenal, and then they lose another game to Villa, okay, they've lost 9 points in that. They're still ahead of us, bro.
Depending on at that point. But even if Arsenal do drop points, City keep winning, City becomes a
Yeah.
problem.
City's the one I think is going to win
Like
the
you
league
said.
anyway.
Why
City's the
can't
one.
we win 17
City.
games, though? Out of the next 20?
You know, the last time we won 17 games in
No,
out of
I'm
20.
just saying, but why? No, I hear that. There's probably some data there to back up what
It
you're
was
about to
COVID
say.
when we won the league, bro.
But I'm saying is, why can't we do it?
Because we're shit.
Because we're shit, yeah.
It's not even.
That's-
I tell you as to why, Ends, because
Hmm.
if we was to just win games by 1 goal or something, I'd be like, okay, that's cool. We're defensively solid, and then you'd watch the games thinking, well, players must be throwing their bodies on the line. Then they must be like not being able to play through us. They must not be able to get back behind our midfield and stuff. All them things are happening. And that's the trouble, you know.
Mm.
And then you think, okay, well, let's go all out attack and stuff. But we ain't really got that either. So we're just got nothing. There's nothing that excels in our team. You think, oh, it's the passing sharp, crisp, tempo. No, there's not that either.
We can't pass.
So are we good at set pieces? No, we're terrible at set pieces. So what are you hanging your hat on?
We're terrible both ways, you know.
The players are improving. Kirk's defensively is improving. Frimpong's come in the last 2 games, got 2 assists. Verts is scoring goals now and creating even more.
And
Jones,
two assists in 2 games is not something to sing about. No. And Verts has scored goals now. He scored 1 goal. But
it's something to build on, bro. Like we're going into the next.
Yeah, but I've known that Verts is the player to build on from the start of the season.
Mm.
Nothing's changed, you know. We play him left wing. If anything, we're not trying to build on him. We're just shoehorning him in.
Yeah, because of the other scrub.
And then getting a different version of Salah coming back from AFCON.
Why a different version, bro?
Because he cleared his mind and he realized should have said what he said, and now he's gonna come back and make a difference as well.
The last time we got
He's
Salah
going to
back
come
from
back and
AFCON,
make it
stunk, bro.
worse.
Are we forgetting that Salah carried us to a league title last season? So
Never carried us anywhere. mate.
No, it's not a carry job. Let's not do this. Let's not rewrite history
And
now.
you know,
Come on,
from all
you've
the teams that
had a
Nick read out-
nightmare start. Don't continue it, bruv, please.
From all the neat teams that Nick read out for the last couple of games, the worst thing about them teams is it's all set piece teams, bro.
Yep.
And we can't score from set piece and we cannot defend them.
we
Everyone's
will
all
in the second half of the season.
throw-ins, corners, free kicks.
Bro, wait, pause. Bro, speaking of second half, the second halves in games we have played, we have been absolute dog shit, man. 9-man Spurs, 10-man Spurs outplayed us in the second half. Wolves outplayed us at home, bruv. We're 2-0 up and we're defending like we're the away team, bruv. Come on, bro. We're
Liverpool
not
are winning
second half
2-0
team, bruv.
In the 80th
We're
minute
not
of a
second
game.
half teams.
And
You've got a
normal
chance.
Liverpool, we're winning 2-0, 10 minutes left. Teams are like, let's just not get embarrassed in it. Like Liverpool have won the game. These teams are like, there's 10 minutes left. We'll get them. Let's just go at them. We'll get them. They'll get rattled after 1 corner, and then we're good to go.
But the last 3 teams have tried and they've not succeeded. So I think obviously we're moving in the right direction, right?
Yeah,
Spurs
because
tried
they
it.
take
The issue
their
is-
chances.
Yeah,
Didn't
exactly.
work.
That's
Wolves
thank
tried
you.
it, didn't
Kaz is
work.
right. That's the problem. They've had chances. My whole thing is, and I said this weeks
So does every
ago,
other
I
team in the
said,
Premier League. They create chances.
yes, but against us, last season before that, minimal. They were minimal. They'd get 1 chance, 1 goal, maybe. Now they're creating chance after chance after chance. It's not conceding a chance and conceding a goal, it's they're getting multiple opportunities and they're missing big chances. If Brighton had better strikers, they would have pammed us at home. We would not have won that game. They would have scored easily goals. If Wolves had some more quality up front, they would have scored their equaliser, dare I say it, a winning goal against us. If Spurs had some better strikers, they would have scored their goals with 10 players, bro. It's the chances we're conceding for me. It's not conceding chances. We're just conceding way too many.
But it is the Premier League, the toughest league in the world, right?
Defended against Sunderland. We could have lost that game, you know.
Oh, we didn't.
Oh,
That's the thing. We didn't. So
So are you going off the premise that you're only as good as your last game then?
thank you, Sam. That's where I'm at.
So our standard is Wolves.
We were not as good. We were
And
not
we
as
won.
good. We were not
We're-
good.
our
Our
standard
standard
is
is Wolves,
3 points.
though. Only as good as the last game, and the standard is Wolves.
And then we won 2-1. Could have scored more goals as well, but you know, it wasn't to be on the day. On another day, we could have probably scored, you know, two more goals.
Wait, it by that token, it'd have ended in a draw. Because if we'd have took our chances and then they took theirs, it'd have ended in a draw.
Now there was one when Ekitike swiped at it, miss. You know, the McAllister's volley, the cutback from the cross from the corner from McAllister to Wirtz. He could have put that one away. There's a couple of moments.
All right. Let me find
Pull
out.
back in the box from Wirtz when he did the step over. Fight back to Gravenberch if he
Oh
stayed.
yeah,
on
and the
his
one
feet
where
there.
McAllister stepped over the ball for no one,
And he
made
stepped
no
over
one.
the ball for no one. So,
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam. I'm not
I'm
the
just
only
gonna
one
let
that
you,
thinks.
there's a few home truths in it. Slot's still our manager. McAllister still plays for us, and our defense is shaky. We're fucked, bro. We're
So
fucked.
look, do you
Yeah.
agree with this, right? With Arne Slot, because he said he's happy because of football is all about results. So many times this season, our performances have been good without the results. The end product of it all, a win, is what I like.
He's a loser, bro.
Can't be a
never used
loser for winning.
He never used to speak like this, bro. He's changed his tune. He has to.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he's prioritizing the wins now over performances. He's
Look,
like,
Dennis.
we're gonna find a way to win, and we're gonna win games of football.
Let's just go off what he's saying, right?
Yeah,
You know, at this point last season, I remember us having a conversation on stream where we said, "What do you reckon has been the best game up to this point?" And we all said probably United away, Leverkusen at home, and we could jump to fixtures where we're like, "We were good that game, good that game." I tell you what, there's probably a handful. You can't pick the best, and we were great in all of them. You tell me at this point in the season where Liverpool have been great. Give me one game.
Real Madrid.
Everyone's gonna say, "What? Yeah, yep, that's the one. That's the one."
Real
Real
Madrid
Madrid
were
was
terrible.
good.
You actually
Real
think that
Madrid
was a
were
great
terrible.
performance?
Villa was really good as well, I think.
No, and I need to ask you this seriously.
Villa.
Do you not think? Do you not think that was a? We won the games and we deserved to, but do you think there were great performances against Villa and Madrid?
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Our standards are in the mud, innit? This is
But what do you want to do, Sav? We played against a team that Villa.
no, because
they
Cav
were-
said what was a great performance. Like he's not talking about when we've just won a game, like where because we've won other games, but a great performance. Like yes, guys, that was great. These are off the back of because we've been shit. That we finally won, and again it was against big teams.
Inter was good.
No, don't do that.
We defended well, kept a clean sheet.
Inter's
away at
possibly
San
one of
Siro
the
for a
worst
team
games
that
I've ever seen.
hasn't lost there in years.
Ends, please. Let's think back to the seasons leading up to this season, right? And think
Right.
back to them Champions League nights where we batted up teams, we created chance after chance, we were pressing
Yeah.
pitch. There was the link up. Think about them performances, right? And then think about a
Yeah,
great.
but that's it with a different team, though, bro.
Standards.
That's with Mane and Salah in his prime, Bobby cooking. This is with a new team. This
You
is
want to know the
new
scariest
players.
thing about what Cav just asked you?
Mm.
I'm actually thinking, when was we good this season? Like I'm actually sitting here thinking, like, was there at least one game?
Villa.
And not
We
out
weren't
of
good, though.
Premier League, in the
We
Premier
weren't
League.
good.
Pick one in
Villa
the
were
Premier League.
terrible.
I did Villa.
Villa were terrible. Honestly, they were kicking the ball off the pitch. They couldn't pass to each other.
They gifted us a goal.
Yeah, I
scored two goals.
rate us for doing our job, but let's be honest, bro. Like,
Yeah.
first of all, the game started and Villa had a couple of chances and it hit the crossbar and that. They're moving a bit mad.
They're a good
And
team.
then they started to do dumb shit. Martinez was just ignoring. I was just going to pass out from the
It-
back. We're making mistakes. And the writing was on
Bro,
the wall.
it begs
innit?
the question: how the hell did we win against them? How the hell were we the last team to beat them on this run that they've had, bro? It makes no logical sense.
Because we're a good team.
I don't understand.
Liverpool.
Nah, don't do that. Don't.
We were a good team on
No.
the day, though. That's why we scored 2 goals.
No, Emi Martinez is what
Yo,
happened.
people in the chat as well. Put the Premier League game in where you thought that we were great this season. I'm being serious as well. Like, you don't have to lie. Just see, because even I've done every watch along, so I'm trying to think back to exciting moments. And the only times I've been off my seat is because it was right at the beginning of the season, and like Rio and Chiesa scored. Basically, if Rio and Chiesa don't score, I'm not that gassed, bro. And that's just because I like them. And it was like thrilling. Oh, it's 4-3, it's 3-2. But really, in them games, like Newcastle lost a player and we struggled. Every time someone loses a player, we struggle anyway for some reason. Bournemouth, Semenyo ran through our team because he just wanted to.
I did a post match earlier on. This is the first time I got since I come back, and I'm thinking, who the hell did we play last week? And I thought it was Brighton. I completely forgot about the Tottenham game, and even then I'm thinking, wait, did we beat Brighton? Like that's in my head how like out of just like the zone I am with Liverpool right now. Like I forgot we'd even played Brighton.
Clean sheet as well, didn't it?
Yeah, and I forgot, and that was the game that they should have beaten us because they had better chances.
The only game I felt like the other team wasn't going to do anything to us was probably Everton, and we were shitting that as well. But they didn't feel like they were going to do anything to us. And then for 10 minutes, they were going a bit crazy in the second half. And that was still a poor game.
So I'll put a poll up.
Let me ask you this.
39% said that they think we can win the league still.
Who are these 39%, bro?
What do you mean? Who are these people that's in the chat right now that still think we can win?
If you voted yes, give us a reason why.
Yeah, because I've watched Man City a few times this season, and I purposely watched them against Forest, right? Which they only won by 2 goals to them, right? So you could say that's a narrow game. Yeah, and it was a late win. Don't get me wrong. But when they get to the final third, bro, they carve. Little ball into Shirky, round the corner, Reinders back to Haaland. It's crazy, right? These lot are gonna forget Arsenal. Man City are gonna win the league. Forget Arsenal. I don't care what you say. Man City with that firepower up top and the way that they play, and everybody's saying to us, "Oh yeah, Liverpool's a new side they're building." Is Shirky, Reinders not new players to Man City?
They built a new side, bro.
Because these lot are playing like they've played together for years. Like, don't get me wrong, defensively they're not the most solid. You do get chances against them. Forest probably should have took a chance really early on the going, which might have changed it. But I'm telling you now, like we're talking about like Wirtz and Ekitike and get really excited by him. Let's be honest, they're nothing compared to Haaland. In terms of what a top player needs to be to win you a league, Haaland is the man up top for them that will carry him. He didn't have a great game against Forest, admittedly, right? But then they've got the firepower around him. Our best players this season, you would say, Wirtz has been consistently good, I would say, getting better the past few games. I think Ekitike has been a standout. Szoboszlai has been very good, I will say that. But their level this season is not better than Shirky, Reinders, Haaland. Their performances aren't better than them guys' performances. So we're clutching, really. Let's just look at their team. Man City's their left back's been better than our left back. Yeah, their defenders been better than our defenders. Their forwards better than our forwards. Their support to their forwards is better than our support to our forwards. Like, wow.
It's happened like that for years, and we still managed to win the league title.
Yeah, I tell you why. I tell you why we managed to compete with them. And this ain't a Man City side of old and we ain't Liverpool of old, right? It's the levels have dropped for both teams. The reason that we were able to compete with them is because we had firepower and belief in the fans and the stadium and the Anfield. And like teams would come to Anfield and just give up straight away, right? Like Sav said earlier, you score a goal against Liverpool, score a goal against you, might as well give up. Let's just not get pammed, right? Even if we went a goal down, Jurgen Klopp on the sideline, pumping his fist, the crowd getting behind, we believed that we would find a way of scoring goals. There's no belief anymore. Did you listen to the crowd yesterday?
Anfield's nervous all the time
it's
now.
Dead. It's dead. I can tell you firsthand, I've been to the games this season, right? It's dead. There's no belief. That extra little 5% that we got from the crowd isn't that got us to compete with Man City because their players were better than us, let's admit it. And their football was better than us. But we had fight and we had that raw passion, right? We ain't got that anymore. We ain't got that. We don't even have an identity. We don't know who we are, what we meant to get behind. That we ain't got that enough to get ahead of the likes of Man City. So for me,
United told the fans to get up, innit? Towards the end of the game, told him to get up, and I was watching LFC TV, and Aldridge and that was like, he might want to concentrate on the game instead of telling the fans to get up. I was like, fucking hell, leave it.
Come on, he's got to get up. Get up for the lads.
No, but despite what you just said, Cav, we've still been on a good run of form.
Here's how Liverpool win the league ends. You sack the manager, you get a new guy in, you get a new manager bounce, you get fans excited again, and you just have pure momentum, right? With these players. That might be enough. But you stick with Slot with this dry football, you ain't winning anything.
What if we get some
Especially
signings
the
like
second
this
half.
one, Semenyo coming in potentially? Liverpool
In place
dive
of
into the
Gakpo?
market.
In place of Gakpo, he's not dropping his son. Come on, bro.
we get Gay, Semenyo in through the door, or Barcola, which is a lot of people saying that, that's the guy that they want.
Don't change anything.
Okay, wait.
That
Okay,
could massively
you have a
help
choice
us
of
going forward.
you have a choice of 2 defenders or 2 attackers. Which one are you picking?
You can get a defender and an attacker.
No. You have a choice of either or. 2 defenders or 2 attackers. What's your preference?
Why do I have to have your choice? I can have my own choice. I want the defender and the winger.
Do you know how hypotheticals work? That's what you've been proposed. That's the question there. You don't get to pick and choose because at the moment our attack is okay. Our attack is struggling. Let's just say, but we have some attack there. My defense is what worries me. The defense has got me every single time we have an attack against us. Shit myself because I'm like, Kanate, is he going to have a proper back pass or is he going to slip on the ball? Is Van Dijk going to stick his ass out again? Is Kirkers going to go for a rash challenge? Is whoever right back is playing at that moment going to go in with a sliding tackle, going to jockey, or is he going to get completely past him? And once he gets at that point, Alisson can only do so much. Alisson is great. We love Alisson, but even then we've seen him concede some shitty goals. I need to see some reinforcements in the defense for me, in my opinion. I want to see more defenders come in rather than the attackers at the moment.
Are we overlooking the midfield?
Of course we are, because there's this.
Yes.
You already know what I'm going to say, bro. There's someone in there that shouldn't be there.
One
bro.
midfield. All right, Sobosai has been good. Jones has been good. Wirtz has been good. Gravenberch has been good. So there's only one guy that hasn't been good.
And
Can I say this?
things haven't changed.
Sav,
Thing
would
is
you
not-
sell him for £1? Like Mike was selling for $1?
No, seriously, ask this question. And like, I'm not trying to throw any. This is my guy still. Has Grav been that good?
Yeah.
No, like, seriously.
Scoring goals this season, getting assists.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
No,
the
no,
scoring
but that's-
goals this season thing. It's fresh in your mind that he just scored and that. But see, like, he started off the season. No, because I'll be honest, like that. I didn't like our performances early in the season, and Grav was in the first 4 or 5 games. Him and Saab was the best players, 100%. And he looked like Grav was going to go on to like, oh my god, he's like he was the beginning of last season. I can't lie, bro. And yeah, we've picked up a few victories. He goes missing, bro. Like, I swear to you, he goes missing to the point where it's like, you're not doing anything wrong, but like, I forget he's there. And for someone who's 6'4" or whatever, bro, I shouldn't forget he's there. But I'm always wondering. We all know there's a hole in the middle of the field most of the time. So then naturally I go, well, who's supposed to be there then? And it's like every replay when there's a goal from a set piece, the ball bounces in front. It's always Grav there. He's always there, just there, not doing anything.
Feel like that's a bit harsh. I don't think he's always.
Oh, I swear to you, bro. I was watching it from the couple of games before the game what we just had, and it always drops, and it's just him there, or it's him and Mac, and the game before they were docking when it was right them two in the middle. I'm like, bro, I don't understand.
Yeah.
We won those games, right?
It doesn't matter. We're talking about the one person, and like it's like remember I'm asking a question. I know how I feel about it, and I think his season's been indifferent at the moment. Like, if you start that good, but then you fade off a little bit, and then you go missing, I'm just like, you've had an average season, which is what happened to him last season. But he was good for a longer period of time. But sometimes I just notice, like, because it's one of the most important players on the pitch, he just goes missing sometimes, bro. And then when we get too excited and we start stringing passes together going forward, he has to get himself involved now. Like he has to, which he worked out in the last one. Cav's right. That cutback from Frimpong was there, but he was flat-footed. And it's like they didn't get to the ball quick enough, so he got onto it. Great awareness in it. But a lot of the times I look up and I'm like, what you doing, bro? Like, you don't need to be there.
But you say that, but then if
he's
the
a number 8 now,
instruction is
man.
he can get forward, then he's meant to be there,
that's-
right?
No,
Yeah.
we can all agree that the instructions are shit, but he's stalled himself, and
No,
he's
no.
still got to have.
I agree, Sav. I agree. He shouldn't be. He shouldn't be roaming forward, scoring goals.
I'm with all
You're
of
meant
you
to
on
be
that.
the
The
sitter.
instructions are trash because it's clearly stuff where I'm like, yeah, like when people moan about Kirkers and Robbo in the 10 spot and inverting, I'm like, well, clearly Robbo, we've watched Robbo for 7+ seasons and he never done that, and now all of a sudden him and Kirkers are both doing the same thing, or we get a corner and McAllister marks the tallest person on the pitch. It's clear. No, you think Max choosing to mark the tallest person on the pitch while Virgil's standing next to him, hugging the post? So I get that, but there is a part for the players where there's the gaffer, there's the instructions, and then there's you as a footballer, a professional footballer with your own instincts in it. Now I'm sure if you go and stick out a leg and tackle somebody when they're running through, or you decide to mark someone properly and clear the ball, the gaffer's not going to be like, "Oh my god, you idiot, get off the pitch! I told you to do something else." He ain't Pep Guardiola, bro. Where you can tell Henry to get off the pitch because you're not doing what I told you to do. He's saving that. I'm just saying, man. That was a question about Grav because obviously, clearly, he's not the worst player in our team. We know who that is. But
no, I think it's a fair question to ask. I think come the end of the season, he's the one that will probably get away with having too much heat put on him. But the truth is, he's not lived up to what we expect from him now. And like last season, he had a really good season. Right, first half was much better than
really
the
good
second
last
half.
season.
But that's the standard now, and that's what we need to remember is we are Liverpool. We want to compete for Premier League titles. We want to compete for Champions Leagues. You're a standout midfielder, so that's the level now, and you can't drop below it. Maybe for a patch of 5 or 6 games, that's okay, but you know what, we're 18, 19, 20 plus games into the season now, and I actually think his level's been below par. So, and you are right. Like even that goal we conceded against Wolves, he didn't go up with the guy that won the initial header. He just stood there like caught like rabbit in headlights.
Your point, by the way, just to add on to what I said, that what Cav said, right? It's because you've set the standards of what player you are now. So if I notice a drop off, it's not because I'm picking on you, bro. Like you've shown me how good you can be in our team. Forget what you was doing at Ajax and Wonder Kid and all that. I've seen how good you can be in Liverpool's team now. So when your standards drop off, yeah, it looks horrible. Like it stinks a bit.
But also, if you've got let's try use another example. If you're Salah, right, you compensate for what he gives you now. So last season, can't beat his man, but pretty good when he's got his ball to the feet. He can pick out a pass. He can play a slide through ball. He can put a cross in. He can do the Trivela cross, all of that, right? Create chance, all of that. So then you think, okay, cool. That's what I'm getting from that player. Let's facilitate that. With Grav last season, right? He was ball into feet, spin his man, progress up the pitch centrally, right? Or it's ball into feet, play it simple, play it back, drop in between the centre backs, build up from the back, all of that, okay? And then defensive, how often last season was he the guy that would follow the third man run and cut out he would intercept the ball into the box? He was so much of an aid to the centre backs defensively, right? So then that's what you now expect from him. He's a all action midfielder going both ways. So when he doesn't then do that, it's a massive problem in your team because suddenly you haven't got that player that's so press resistant, progresses the ball up the pitch centrally. And suddenly you don't have that player that's intercepting the crosses coming into the box or tracking the third man run. Yeah. So you then have to ask the question, if he's not going to give me what I needed last season, is he giving me enough still? And to this point of the season, I think the answer is no. He's not giving us enough. Because if he's going to do all of that he did last season, you think, great, put him in there, first name on the team sheet, probably. If he ain't going to give you that, you might want to think about getting somebody a bit more defensive in there then. And split his role across 2 players. Get a more defensive player in there, and then let the other player, his other side of the pivot, be more progressive going forward. So for me, he'll get away with it this season, but it ain't been good enough. If he ain't going to do the job that he did last season, then change the system because he is a crucial part to it.
I see this Piers Morgan guy threw the stats up while we're speaking about Grav, bro.
I'm just saying that to me is a guy that had a really good game and
The
defensively.
problem is I started this conversation off with, has Grav really been good this season? I didn't say the last game.
No, but what I'm
So-
saying is, if you look at, I'm sure if you look at his numbers across the games, they're going to be matching this. You're probably going to find maybe a handful of games where it's probably not these type of numbers.
Yeah.
But that's fine. He's not going. You don't expect him to be performing.
I can counteract these stats though from just watching the game.
93% pass accuracy.
I can counteract these stats so easy.
5
bro.
recoveries, 2 interceptions, 1 clearance,
bro.
3 tackles out of 3, 2 ground aerial duels 1, 4
That's
ground
fine.
duels 1, and a
That's
goal.
fine, bro. If you see, like if he was going for more stuff and the percentage was lower, I'll deal with it, bro. Because all the stuff I just mentioned, the stuff that he's not going for, which they're in the stats to show that he's not going for something, it just doesn't exist. And that's the problem. He's so good that when he goes for it, he normally wins the ball. There's your stats. So can you do it more? Because my point is, him going missing. It's not about when he does it, he doesn't do it well. These stats show that when he does it well. So you do it more.
It is hard though because he's covering the ground for more than one person in the.
He's not covering the ground. That's the problem. He's not.
No, but he is because he's covering McAllister's ground as well. That he's not covering. That he's just walking around the pitch. And if Gravenberch is the most defensive one, then clearly he's going to need a little bit of help as well, innit? Soboslai obviously helps out a lot, but Wirtz is the attacking
when Sobo's
guy.
playing, it helps everyone out.
Yeah, it helps him out. But
if Sobo's running, can Grav not sit then? If that's the case,
you're asking questions that the manager should answer, bro. I don't have an answer.
Nick,
to
we
that.
as fans can see that, bruv. You sit like Wijnaldum. He was an attacking midfielder. He came to Liverpool, and Klopp turned him into basically a quasi DM, shall we say it? Because when Wijnaldum was there, you're not getting past, bro. Wijnaldum, and then he became Fabinho. But at that point, when Wijnaldum was there, he was it. It's like, I don't know, man. Dutch players come to Liverpool and they get changed from their attacking prowess to become like defensive players, shall we say? It's a madness. But
maybe he should.
Why can't that same thing happen?
He's not.
Maybe he should go forward more because he's scoring goals.
But who's gonna sit? Who's gonna sit in the DM?
Someone else.
That's the
Because
problem.
clearly
His passing's not good enough, bro.
93% says otherwise. But
No, that doesn't mean anything.
What,
bro. That
sideways
doesn't
and
mean
backwards?
Yeah, that's what's.
I don't pick and choose.
Henderson was having like near 100% accuracy, and he's going sideways.
Yeah,
Come on, bro.
Would you be the
Go
man?
ahead, Nick, don't throw a shot to Henderson, bro. There's no need for that. Just pick someone off. Pick Lucas Leiva.
Even in yesterday's game though with Grav, right? Because them stats, you're telling me he had a good game, right? And then to counteract that
I'm not telling
argument,
you.
I'm not saying he had a bad game, but to counter the argument, right? The Mane shot in the first half, Grav doesn't get out. Grav doesn't get out to the man that played the ball into Mane, shot on goal, right? The corner that we conceded, you could say it's Ibu's man, but Grav didn't jump. He didn't get up. He didn't get up to even match the height. Because if he did, he'd probably have blocked it, right? So the guy got up ahead of him, won the header. The ball drops. Grav's the closest man to where the ball drops. Still didn't even win that phase of play, right? And then you look at the chance that they should have equalised with the header at the end. And then Grav is just literally watching the Wolves players bop the ball around at the edge of the box when he should have been the man out pressing, stopping them, enabling them to play that ball out, that then results in the cross coming in. So there's 3 moments where he's directly, I wouldn't say directly responsible, but this is where he will get away with it because you can also pull in your teammate and say, well, we're in this together. We're both culpable for this. But that shouldn't take away from the fact that you should be doing better. That's 3 moments, 3 chances that Wolves created against us, right? That had they have taken them, would have lost the game. So that's where that's where you gotta look at these stats.
If he didn't score, we wouldn't have won the game. So
he scored 1 goal. He scored 1 goal. Had we conceded them 3, right? Well, we did concede 1, so give them 2 more, right? So that's 3-1, and I would be sat here saying, look, Grave totally to blame, but he is not far off, the next man. And that's the point. That's the point of all these players this season is we've got these excuses of the manager's not doing well, the tactics are dead, the players are new, they're playing a different way. He's got a slightly different role. Yeah, but in them moments though, he's not thinking, my role, I don't have to do so much defensive work now, so I'm not going to get out and press that man. No, that's on you. That is on you and your effort. And he did, and that's just moments there where he didn't show that effort. Whereas last season, he's out there. He's within a yard of his man. He's blocking it. He's intercepting it. He's in the position to help out defensively, and that's the difference. And it's not him. It's not. I'm just because we're talking about him. But that's where players, every single player, could probably look at themselves that were here last season and look at their performances this season, and probably Szoboszlai aside and go, that's the effort I was putting in last season that I'm not putting in this season. In them moments there, and that's where you've really got to. You probably got to, because I'm just going off the highlights, watching them back a few times and stuff, and picking out their moments. But you know, if you had a player cam and you followed Grav around and just watched him for that 90 minutes, you'd probably come away from it going, good that he got his goal, and not a bad performance, but not good enough. But you could say that about a lot of players if you did the same exercise with all of them.
And after all that, that's not the worst person in midfield.
And that's why we won't win the league. Not
because I don't know what you guys' opinion is of Declan Rice, but I've watched Arsenal games this season and I've purposely looked at him because he's £100 million player and he gets a lot of hype and the Arsenal fans like big him up and stuff. And I watch him and my honest opinion is when I just purely focus on him and watch his runs and how he offers for the ball and finds space and breaks up play, I don't have that same opinion of him. I actually think he's great. I actually think he's a brilliant midfielder.
Just a B-Tech sub-o, isn't he?
No, he's not
good corners.
He's not at all. Honestly, you just watch him, just focus on him for
I've watched him for years, bro.
Nah,
he's on Declan Rice a bit weird on it because he's definitely better. I'll give him a chance now, but he for me he's like overrated, but that's not a bad thing, isn't it? Because you know, like as soon as I say someone's overrated, people think that I assume he's shit. He's not shit at all. I don't think he is. I don't think he's overrated. So well, they're telling me that he's the current thing now is that he's Gerrard level, so he's overrated to me.
Oh no! I didn't realize that's how much you're hyping him.
That's the conversation.
Like, once you start putting him in Gerrard and Lampard and Scholes and that, then I'm like, okay, you should. But you're right. He has way more tech than I thought. Way more. You get me? He's pretty decent with that. His set pieces are great, and he's an actual box to box midfielder, like a proper one. But yeah, man, that's not no indictment on Grav because they're different players, but we must just talk about the
but it
just
kind
a
of is
B-Tech
though,
sub-o,
to
bro.
me.
That's all it is, bro.
No, it kind of is to me because in my opinion, Grav should be way better than him. Of what I seen last season, at his time at Liverpool and what I seen last season, and that ability he should be like Yaya Toure. Can't get near him.
Oof.
Tall, strong, footwork. Not as powerful, I'll get that. But that thing where you look at him and as soon as he gets on the ball, you're like, you ain't getting this off him. You ain't getting it off him. If it's within 5 yards of him, he's going to be the successor at that moment. Like that's how good he is. Well, that's the ability.
Many people get it off of Gravs though. He normally spins them and goes, bro.
Nah, they've been getting it off him this season, man. They have. And I picked it. They have. I'm not joking.
I don't know what your problem with Grav this season, but
look, it's because I like these players. That's the thing. I like him as a footballer. I think he's brilliant. I think as a modern day midfielder, I think he's got everything you'd want, and I just want more. That's the thing. I want more from him. Got it last season. First half, second half is a bit, man.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and honestly, just that's how can players be great when the system's dead food. That's because you're talking about his Dutch brethren. Anytime you talk about Dutch people, he gets touchy about it. But the truth to the matter is, you make a point and everyone's level has dropped off because the tactics are shit and all that. Yeah. But when you're supposed to be the top players, bro, you stand out above it though. You still you're not gonna have the greatest season. The reason why everyone thinks Ekatike is cooking is because you can tell that he's going off script and he's like, yo, I'm just gonna take the game by the scruff of the neck. It's what Wirtz is doing. It's not what coaching Wirtz to do all the stuff he did the other day. I think he must have just told him have freedom, and that's all the tactics he needed. When you're
it's not a moment for Braveheart, bruv.
Exactly. People that comment, and I hear it honestly, but people can't use that because that's what we've been as Liverpool fans. We've been praising Gerrard for that for years. That's what we used to play in a dead team with dead tactics. So how come he was world class Gerrard then? Because you have to rise above it sometimes. You just have to be the top players, and if not, then that's all right, man. Some players can't. It's not their fault. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I can when we look at the players, you can say Isak's new, Ekatike's new, Wirtz is new, Kirkes, Frimpong, they're new. They can all have that excuse. Salah, aging, he can have that excuse. Virgil, aging, he can have that excuse. But there's certain players, McAllister, Grav, Szoboszlai, Konate, these players here, they ain't got no excuse for me. Like, as far as I'm concerned, the tactics can be dead. But like you say, Sam, these players we should be talking about all of these players like we're talking about Szoboszlai. When we're saying
100%.
we're terrible, our tactics are dead. I know this guy, I'm not sure if it's still the case, but we don't want Slot as our manager. We don't think we can win the league, all these things. But I still expect I still expect to be talking about Gravenberch how I talk about Szoboszlai, where I'm going, fair play to him though. He's still doing his job, you know.
Yeah. And it's not specialist to these lot. I think it's about all footballers. Like, remember how bad Foden was the previous season? And the season before that, he had Premier League Player of the Season. Bro, I don't give a damn how bad Pep was. You was shit, bro.
Yeah.
You can't have the season like you had before and then be this guy. So that's how I feel. And you said which players could have an excuse. I'm sorry, Virgil can't have that excuse. Not when I said that you was the best player in the world last season. There's no way. You can't drop off a cliff like that. Salah and Virgil can't have that excuse either, bro. Save for the other ones, people don't rate them like that anyway. But if you're supposed to be the best in the world at centre back and you're the best right winger in the world, then your level drop off should still be better than most players. And it's been stinky. Like Virgil just looks like any centre back. Let's be honest. He don't get cost as much as Konate because Konate they just don't want to win it. They rate him different already. But it's been just as bad, bro. Sometimes worse. He's swiping at the ball against Spurs and that, and everyone's fine with it. Oh, yeah, we're not going to talk about him miskicking the ball, bro. Like a jackass in the box. United does that, he gets called a donkey straight away.
Swinging that air.
Start, man.
If he clears that, they don't score, by the way. Yeah, I'm doing the ends as if. Would sound like an Arsenal fan. If.
No, you're right, though. It's a basic move, though. It's not like we're asking him to do something. His positioning's been rubbish this season, a lot of the times. And everything that he's good at is the stuff that he's always good at, aerial stuff. You know, well, that helps when you're built like Virgil. I told you,
He's got a high XT, though. High XT this season.
Yeah, man. And he's been a shit captain too,
Twerk,
bro.
by the way.
I told you, bro. He's Anthony Joshua of football, bro. That's what he's turned into, man. I can't stand it, bro. Fix up, man.
Who's
Speaking of, he's been in an accident, apparently.
Oh, come on.
Who's been better this season? I know they've played different amount of minutes. Curtis Jones or Gravenberch?
Curtis has been the second best midfielder in our team.
Yeah, when Curtis come in properly, he's got some form. Nah, you're right. Should be Grav. They should be
Grav. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I think Curtis Jones has been good this season. But we're talking about Curtis Jones under the same manager in the same tactics, probably given the same instructions and role. And we're saying that he's done better than Grav. That for me is when we talk about Grav, not to bash him, but yeah, you know, just because it's the topic of conversation. Yeah, he ain't been good enough.
Yeah, our midfield's kind of fragile, and we're a fragile team, man.
Yeah,
weak, honest.
But I don't know where
from a midfield from last season to this season, bro.
It's fragile, weak.
Interesting.
What do you mean, bro? Yo, Piers
Speak up, Ince. You're meant to be the bastion of positivity here. Come on, bro. Bring the positivity.
I had to quickly go and have a quick look. Hold on. Let's make this a bit bigger.
What is this, a graph for ants?
I knew that's what he was doing, you know.
While you guys are talking, I wanted to go and compare the two guys.
Come on, bro.
Can you check per 90, please?
It is per 90.
I was just making sure.
Here it is. It's per 90, Sam. It is per 90.
Okay.
Played more minutes. No, I just wanted to see how they marry up with certain stats in it. Yeah, 11% goal convert. I hear it, bro. It's not his job to score.
So it scores. Okay, so it scores goals. Cool.
Yeah, one scored 2 and one scored 3.
Yeah. Conversion rate is way higher.
Obviously.
One scored 3. Conversion rate is high. He's shameless.
11%. Forward passes is quite even, to be fair. Create shot chances created pretty even there. Dual contested. Yeah, mad. I put last man tackles they haven't needed to. Take-ons better. Success rate better. Clearances. Interceptions. Yeah, interesting. So in terms of the attributes you need for your midfielder, Gravenberch is better than Declan Rice, the so-called good player. And that's this season as well, not last season. Because if it was last season, then you already know who wins that hands down.
So he's better because his stats are better.
Stats don't lie, man. Opinions can vary, but stats don't lie.
Stats ain't
use stats to form opinions.
Yeah, you can form an opinion, but they're not lying. That he's better in the things that you need. He creates more chances. Well, he doesn't actually, but he scores more goals. He he tackles more, takes on more, wins more duels. I'm just saying. Sorry. Well, go ahead. I didn't.
But he's probably going to tackle more because we fucking need to tackle, don't we? Because we keep giving the ball away.
You know, I guess
Arsenal's
team will drop back together, don't they? So less work for him, I guess.
You're also forgetting Rice has Zubamendi sitting deep and playing alongside him. Grav is meant to be Zubamendi, not Declan Rice.
Well, that's the assumption. We don't know that if that's the truth because Grav is this season's been said that he can.
Now let's look at Zubamendi, man. We're on this train now. Let's compare him to the Zubamendi per night.
Well, Zubamendi actually sits though. Gravers this season has, so we can't.
That is the right one to match him against.
I'm just saying, Declan Rice is this world class guy, isn't he?
So what does that mean? Ryan Gravenberch is then?
I'm only not going to go down this road because
I know what you're doing, bruv. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's smart not to go down this road because you can do this with other players and then it ends up dark for like, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, no, let's do McAllister and Rice. Let's have a look at it.
Please don't, please.
Oh, that's automatic. That's automatic. Rice W there, bro. Let's not do that.
Nah, imagine if Rice isn't. Imagine. I'll do it. I'll have a look. Where's McAllister?
I just don't see McAllister doing what Rice does, bro.
Boys, don't fall into it, man. You know how these stats work. Don't fall into it, bro. Because you know, like Haaland's not gonna have the best conversion rate and that, and Kays is gonna be second on the conversion rate list in the Prem. This is how stats work.
3 shots, 2 goals.
Yeah,
Haaland's had 50
bro.
shots, 20 goals. It's not gonna look as good.
You know what I mean? Your team's got all of the ball. You would assume that it makes your stats higher, but it's gonna make some of them lower, bro.
Gosh.
If ARNSE doesn't run it, it fails.
No, McAllister's
here we go.
Dead, bro.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
there we go. Yeah,
I don't even want to embarrass the guy anymore, but like,
nah, even the stats can't save him,
bro.
Red. Oh my god, bro.
Lots of duels, lots of duels.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, that's not a good thing either.
Wow. Forward passes
per 90.
How's your forward passes less when you're in the 10?
Hey, bro, because he passes backwards.
Welcome ARNSE.
He's up there with
welcome ARNSE.
Someone needs to plays in the 10 stat for passing the ball backwards, bro. They're the best in the world, man.
I can get that. Close that. I'm sure there's a backwards stat. There is a backwards bar. Where am I? Nope.
Surely not, bro.
Passing. Where is it? It's down here. Backwards.
Oh my
sideways.
god.
Let's see.
This is gonna be hilarious.
Where is it? Backwards
6.3.
Hey, no. This is the guy that plays backwards and sideways. The world class done.
Yeah, but you just said one of them's gets put in the 10 and the other 2 are DMs, bro.
No,
I'm not expecting a 10 to go backwards.
Rice is not the DM.
And you just said yourself. How's the man in the 10 playing? You just said that yourself, bro. So
No, I know that, but I'm looking at Rice's and I'm saying, why has he got so many sideways and backwards passes, bro?
Declan Rice ain't playing in the 10, bro.
He's the 8. He's giving it to Zubi or to Odegaard or some shit, maybe. That's crazy. That's mad. Even Grav has more backwards passes per game. That's crazy.
So how are Arsenal 10 points ahead of us then? In what areas of the pitch are they better than
their defense as a team? They're defensively, so they're not conceding goals as much as we're throwing away leads in games instead of coming back from behind. So it's the defense. the defensive side of the game that's letting us down.
That's why
I
I'd
think we
rather
had
have
the
two
most
defenders
possession
than
and
two
most chances
attackers.
created in the Prem. So it can't. It clearly is the defensive side of the game, which I think the manager
That's
has
why
changed.
we need more defenders than attackers.
We need a new manager.
At
man.
least we can. Well, that's definitely we need that. But if we have some
I only
more
say that
defenders,
because
that we can
I
rotate
think
some
we all
players.
know. We all know that Virgil and Kanata that can defend, bro. So if we've already seen it, then the common denominator is the gaffer, innit?
It's not enough to
So
cover.
by, like getting okay, if people think that we're gonna get Gueye and then it makes Liverpool's defense better, okay, it might make us
No,
half
no.
a percent better because he might just be better at certain things, bro. He's just like buying Semenyo. Oh, will he get a few more extra goals than what somebody else will do? Maybe. We don't change the way we play.
No, not for getting better, but we have players that we can put in place if someone's been shit.
Do you trust Slot to do that when we've got players to go in place of people who are shit and you don't change them? That's the problem, isn't it?
In the attacking lineup, in attacking front, yes, he doesn't. In the defensive line, though, he says it himself. I'm pretty sure it's like, well, we play the players that we have available. It's like, okay, so you had 2 right backs available and you persisted to play with Soboslai. Like that didn't make sense to me.
Nick, against Spurs, we had 3 right backs. He brought 3 right backs for no reason. I don't even know why. He brought Ramsey, had Frimpong, had Bradley, and Szoboszlai was there as well, which he's been using. Dark.
That's what I'm saying.
What I don't understand, right? You say you want defenders, right, Nick?
For cover, yeah.
Yeah. Why is the conversation just suddenly shifted from the need of a defensive 6? It feels like because it's Gueye that's available and because it's Semenyo that's available, that suddenly they're the 2 positions we're focusing on. But haven't we been saying for the longest time we need a 6? Don't get me wrong. I know the midfield did well last season, but for me, a 6 helps you out defensively, and also it tackles what's equally as important for me with this Liverpool side is tempo. A player that can get on the ball and just move it quickly, set the pace from early, get the ball off those defenders that like to pass it sideways and move it quickly. I would if you offered me a player or a profile of player available as our next signing, I'm choosing a defensive-minded 6 that just breaks up play, protects the back 4, intercepts passes, and plays it simple forward.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going for. I'd putting Gueye instead of Kanate. Yeah, he's quite good at playing out from the back and progressive balls through the pot, but I don't think it dramatically changes.
I swear to you, bro. Honestly, man, answer this question, man. Tell me a centre-back partnership that you've seen that have been when people are calling them world-class on the top level without good DMs, bro. It doesn't happen. Every time Virgil look bad at Liverpool is when the DM doesn't work anymore. Now, obviously, he still has to take onus and stuff he does, bro. But when Fab's legs ran out before is when Pulisic Fingy Perisic was skinning out Virgil and he was looking all dodgy. I'm not even joking. When our defensive midfielders are fine, Kanate looked fine, bro. The reason why Saliba and Gabriel look fine is because the DMs are fine. As soon as it changes, they look shaky. The back to remember Gabriel is seen as one of the best centre backs in the world now, and he should be. He's been great. Are people forgetting that he used to be the shaky one at Arsenal that no one wanted, and he was the buffoon, bro. And now all of a sudden, because they take away some of the workload, innit? Now I just have to do my rightful thing. Putting Virgil on the back foot all the time and him sticking out his ass and doing that. That's what happens to him. Because he's not used to having man running at him all game. But now, there's a hole in the middle of the park. It's free to run at Kanate and Virgil. Now, let's see how you're good. And then every now and again, they'll throw something in. You're like, oh, that's cold from Virgil. That thing that which we do overrate a little bit, we always drag it. That famous clip against Spurs when Sissoko's running through. I don't know why we gassed it so much, like no defender's ever done it. But all right. The reason why that was such a big thing, and that's the only highlight you've got, because we weren't letting it happen to Virgil all the time. Now, if you had to do that 10 times, that wouldn't even be a clip, because you'd be like, yeah, but what about the other 4 times then Calvert-Lewin that ran past him? It doesn't work. Cav's right, it just doesn't work, bro. If the DMs ain't there, then all of a sudden your centre-backs look shaky. And I'm telling you, bro, from John Terry to Rio Ferdinand, Vidic, Carvalho, you can't find me a centre-back partnership that just look great without good DMs. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work.
But it goes back to the point. If we do get a proper DM, is Slot going to play him in DM?
Exactly. Yeah, that's the problem.
That's
That's the problem.
And
That's what I'm
everything comes back to the manager, doesn't it? And the tactics and stuff. But if you look at Man City, you would say going forward they're brilliant, right?
Yeah.
And defensively they can still be got at. As soon as Rodri's back fit, I think it was on the bench against Forest.
Yeah.
As soon as he's back fit playing, that dramatically changes them. They suddenly go from the team that's just behind Arsenal and between those two to Man City's. It's done. It's a wrap. Done. Because they've got. Don't get me wrong. He's probably one of the best in the world in terms of a DM. But it's that position on the pitch is so crucial. And they're going to get one of the best to come back and shield that defensive line and pass the ball up to the top of the pitch to the likes of Reinders and Shirky and Foden and Marmoush ain't been playing, but Marmoush when he's back and Semenyo and these players, they're the ones that are going on a fucking 16-game wins. They're the ones that are getting that and winning the title.
Well, we're 7 unbeaten, so we'll see what happens. But we're sitting 4th now in the league table, 10 points off the top. Let's see, man. Let's see by January the 20th. Let's see where we end up. Let's revisit.
How
United will be in 4th.
No,
honestly, bro.
Honestly, how are we 4th?
The Premier League.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The Premier League
crazy.
is tatters, bro. It's rubbish.
We've had our worst run in 50-odd, 60-odd years, whatever it's been. 70, I don't even know anymore since like the 50s. And yet we're still in 4th place at the moment. United could jump to 4th when they beat Wolves because it's Wolves. They're rubbish. So then they'll be at least on goal difference. And then Chelsea have to do whatever they have to do, if they can. And yeah, I don't know, bro.
Boys, the Prem's not it, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, I'm not even saying it just because because he wasn't good last season either. Because what we done this season with the losses, what Man City did last season, they went on that run they couldn't win in 11 games. They still finished where they finished in the league. They're third, innit?
Yeah.
After that terrible Man City's worst ever season, Guardiola had scratches on his face and that. He lost his gal.
I want to harm myself.
Third. Yeah. They had Gyökeres dumping on them in the Champions League, bro. Like, they still finished third. The league's not it, bro. So yeah, this should be standard that Liverpool finish in the top 4. It should be standard.
As I said, there's a bad form coming for the other teams, bro. Don't worry about that. We'll be there.
And what makes you say that ends? Go on.
They've already had it.
Explained that
They've already had it. Villa had a point where they went a few games without winning. Man City had
3 or 4 games. They couldn't score a goal, man, in the first few games.
Yeah.
Villa will have another one. They lost and then they won and then they lost again. And then Arsenal had a few draws and
Arsenal hasn't had a bad run yet. Like a bad run is like 5 games no win. That'll be
not when you top of it. Not when you're the team going for the league. We know that.
I know, but that's what I mean. Like Arsenal need one of them in it, and I feel like they've got one of those coming.
So Villa playing them in a day's time, right, at the Emirates. Are they going to get 3 points at the Emirates? Are they going to go equal points on them?
Remember my guy Oli Watkins, bro.
Probably. Right. I think Arsenal's bad form will be 2 draws in a row. That's what I think Arsenal
and a loss.
Bad form.
And a loss.
No, I don't think they'll get 2 draws and lose in a row this season. I just don't think it'll happen.
Is that enough? Is that enough for them to then have themselves derailed and have City then
if we win 3 games in a row? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nick, I believe I think it because City can still lose games. Then I think they'll be fine. I think Man City's going to win the league. I thought they were going to win the league before the season started, but
because
if we're talking about Liverpool getting in there, then no. But for the title race,
we got to play Leeds at home. We got to go Fulham away, and then we have to play Burnley, Arsenal away.
Win.
Well, back when Anfield used
win
to mean
Arsenal, can't stop it.
Back when Anfield used to mean something, I'd say that we're going to win every game at Anfield, and the rest will take care of itself.
As we have this conversation back on
January
the 20th, bro. We revisit this again on January the 20th.
I'll wait for the stream after we draw to Leeds ends. I'll wait for that one.
We can't have any hiccups though, innit? Like none.
I'll be there, bro.
One draw from Liverpool, so it's
we're over a bad patch, man.
Bad.
I hope you're right.
Dead and buried.
I hope you're right.
We're dead and buried. Somehow we're above Chelsea and United at the moment. That's crazy work.
Big up to everyone in the chat. Appreciate you guys sharing your takes as well. 44% says we can still. So it's gone up. Another 4%.
How many
5%.
accounts
What
did
did
you
you
do?
vote, Ents?
How many accounts did you
Didn't
vote?
vote.
With? Four
I
accounts?
didn't vote. I didn't even vote.
How many
Okay.
burner
What,
accounts
what
you
will
use?
you vote?
I can't vote anyway because it's my poll, so I can't vote.
Okay,
I'll
my
vote
question
yes.
to
I think,
okay,
yeah.
all right. Mike, you think Liverpool going to win the league? Yeah.
I think we can.
Okay.
I
No,
wish
no,
I
no,
had the
not that we
optimism.
can. We all know we can. Do you think Liverpool are going to win the league this season?
Could.
It says
Could we?
Liverpool can still win the league. That's what I mean. And I give you my valid points why I think we can.
I mean, United can. Chelsea can.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. Based on the maths, bro, Hendo can still lift the Prem, bro. Second one of them.
Oh my god. Maybe, just maybe, Xhaka might lift something with Sunderland this season.
Yeah.
Even who knows?
Shout out to everyone that voted, man. Let me know in the comment section as well after the stream what you guys
What's
think.
everyone on the panel got? Is people's views changed from the beginning of the season of who's gonna win the league, or is it still the same?
I had us backed, man, and then we fell into a death spiral. So definitely not us now.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think I backed us to win the league. Yeah.
With the work
Yeah.
we did, yeah, everyone backed us to win the league.
I'll be honest. I know
Yeah.
I saw it sounds and that, bro. And of course, if it's the choice, Liverpool, I want to win the league. But if I have to choose between the rest of these teams, bro, I hope City just win it again, bro. I'm being serious.
Yeah, I'd rather them. Yeah,
It's just become it's so common ground to me, bro. That like they'll win, nobody will care.
It's
Whatever.
like City, yeah, whatever. Who
Yeah, yeah,
cares?
yeah. Because I can't have Villa winning.
Have your
That's the
parade
chance, bro.
next season. Let's go again.
Yeah. The
No,
thing
fair
about City as well is like they're promoting youth, they're making smart signings, not massive fees anymore. They're I'm gonna say doing things the right way. Them charges are still about, but
They're still there, still hanging above them heads.
but
in the season,
Shirky was a good sign. Ryan just
Great signing.
turned out to be a good sign. Foden's homegrown, their left back's homegrown. Rico.
You know who the
Lynch's
best signing
back
was,
is
innit?
homegrown.
You're gonna find out at the end of the season. Pep Linders, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I promise, man. I said this to end yesterday. I saw how Pep Guardiola talked to him. I saw how he looked at him after Shirky scored that goal. There was this look like Pep Linders told him something. He was like, "You was right. I know, man. I know. I see how he's the other guy that used to sit next to Pep used to just be quiet, bro, and get bullied. Pep Linders is shouting at Pep Guardiola like, "Yo, you need to." The young'uns in the team, O'Reilly, but that's all Pep Linders. That's what he does. He brings the young'uns into the team and use them sparing. That's what he done at Liverpool. It was all jokes when he left Liverpool and everyone started dissing him all of a sudden like he didn't help Klopp. It was the common thing to do, innit? Diss him because he brought a book out. All right. Like he can't have a life. You're going to find out the hard way. And if he lifts up the Prem with Man City, bro, it's dark. It's dark, bro. It's dark.
You still rather them lift it?
Who?
You want Pep Linders to lift the trophy?
Yeah, good for him, man. I don't like the way Liverpool fans treated him after he left. Luckily, he don't know about it. It's just online. But the way they treated him, fuck him, bro. Let him go get that.
And if not Liverpool, who would you want to win the league?
City. Actually, no,
Villa.
Yeah, Villa. No, Villa.
Oh, you know what? Outside
That would be
chance, dark
jokes.
horse Villa. Yeah, with Emery. Oh,
Their fans were singing in the last game they're going to
please
win the
let it
league as
happen.
well, which was jokes.
Emery is the
Bro.
best. He's the second best manager in the league.
Yeah.
I just need Villa to get any result at the Emirates, and I'll just wait. And just wait, sit back and watch. It's that meme. Why argue with an Arsenal fan and we just wait? Let Villa get a
Exactly.
result and just wait.
Yeah, and then in another lifetime, man, it'd be nice for Emery to lift the league and dunk on Arsenal in it. But I can't have Villa winning that league, bro. I just can't. I can't, bro. These men are still singing about 1982 Champions League. And I said to Ends, bro, they beat Chelsea. I went to the gym and all of a sudden everyone had Villa tops on. Came out.
What?
I swear, bro. It was
Come
horrible.
on.
It was
Going to
horrible.
win the league, bro, they said.
Man, Juan Pablo Angel on the back of their top and that, bro. These computer light blue Villa tops. I said, what the fuck? Nah. So what's going to happen is Villa and Arsenal are going to draw with each other and Man City's going to win on that day. And it's dark for everyone after that moment.
Just let Villa get a result. Draw, win. I don't what it is, bruv. Let Man City win and then just let everything unfold.
And you guys will be shocked when Liverpool win it. But listen, appreciate you guys, man. Big up, Sav. Big up, Cav. Big up to Nick. Let me know in the comment section, man, what you guys think. chat. Love as always. Make sure you smash the like and all that good stuff. All the guys' links to their channels are in the description as well. So go and show some support. And then yeah, man, January the 20th, we'll have a conversation again and see where we're at. Maybe we're closer to the top by then. Maybe we're within the conversation. Young little 3 points, 4 points. I'm sure we'll be in the conversation. So let's see, man. But catch you guys soon, man. Peace out.